Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Tuesday, September 26th, and we are here trying to help you make better financial decisions. We do that by encouraging you to go to our website, jillonmoney.com. While you're there, click the Contact Us button, write us a note, and if you want to come on the show, check that box. All you have to do, check the box. It's so easy, right? All right, what else is there? A lot of free stuff. We've got other shows, radio show, another podcast. We've got a blog. We've got videos that we post all the time, resources. But if you're in the spending mood, maybe consider buying my book, The Great Money Reset, or maybe both. Subscribe to the Jill on Money Live service. This is where you have access to quarterly live webinars, more bonus content. You're going to want to actually spend that $35 because we are very excited to be able to start doing some year-end financial planning and investment management planning. That's going to be the upcoming webinar. That's going to be in December. So check it out. All right, let's get on with this. It is Lindsay who's on the line from Georgia. Hi, Lindsay. What can we do for you today?
Hi. I have recently gotten divorced. And in that divorce, I received the house and all of the equity in it. But now I am house poor.
Oh.
I'm trying to decide if I should move and downsize or if I should struggle through and try to make it work.
Okay. Lindsay, how old are you?
I'm 38.
Okay. And do you have some kids?
I have 2 kids. One is turning 18 next week.
Woo!
Yeah. And then my other is 7 years old.
Oh, wow. Big change
Yes.
in that. Wow. Okay. Are you working full time?
I am.
How much do you earn?
$87,000 gross a year.
Okay. And are you receiving any child support in this divorce?
I do receive child support for the younger one at about $1,000 a month.
How much is the house worth?
Zestimate says $450. I bought it last year when we were still married for $405.
Okay. Tell us about the mortgage. What's the rate on that mortgage and how much remains?
The mortgage rate is at 3.75%, and I owe just under $350,000 on it.
Do you like the house?
I love it.
You do. Okay. So where are you feeling the pinch? Are you putting money into retirement right now?
I am. I contribute 6% to my retirement. My employer contributes 9% on top of that.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a defined contribution plan because I work for the state.
Okay. Will you be entitled to a pension?
No, I chose not to do the pension because I did not know how long I would be in the system.
I got you. Do you have to put 6% in to get the 9%, or is there some lower number you could put in that would also allow you to get the 9%?
No, it's required, the 6%.
Got it. Okay. And let's see, how much money's in there right now?
Around $68,000.
Okay. Do you have any other retirement assets?
I do. I have a Roth IRA that's got close to $43,000 in it. And then I have a 457 that has 12,000 in it.
And the 457 is not active anymore?
I can add money to it, but I'm not at this moment.
Okay, got it. And what about your cash on hand? What does that look like?
Cash on hand is low. My ex-husband received all of the emergency fund whenever we separated our assets, but I do have a brokerage account that has around 20,000 in it, and I have I-bonds that have around 11,000.
If I look at the cash flow right now, are you just making it? Like, do you have a sense of how much you actually need to feel a little more comfortable?
I don't know how much I would need to feel more comfortable.
How much do you think you spend right now?
My monthly bills are at $4,500, but that doesn't include like groceries, gas.
So it's really like $6,000 a month.
Oh yeah.
Any chance to like get some like part-time side hustle income for you?
I haven't really put that up there because of how little time that I get to spend with my kids now as it is.
Sure.
I don't want to give up the time that I have with them.
Okay. I understand that. And especially during time of transition, I get it. Do you have any money in the names of the kids for college at this point or not?
I do. Both of my children have around $40,000 each that was gifted to us by my grandmother.
Wow. And is it in a 529 plan or just in an account in their names?
I just have an account in their names. I'm not sure if they'll be going to college. My older one is thinking about a community college, so I'm considering moving a little bit to a 529, but I haven't done that yet.
Okay. Do you have any other debt besides the mortgage right now?
I do. I have my vehicle that I owe about $20,000 left.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have some 0% interest debt from before the divorce that I ended up with.
How much is that?
I owe about $15,000 on that, I believe.
And when is that 0% time horizon up?
One of them is up in a little less than 2 years. The other one is a year and a quarter.
Okay. What is the interest rate on the car loan?
2.9%.
Okay. And how much longer do you have on that car loan?
4 years.
So we really have essentially an issue around, first of all, obviously within the next 2 years, we've got to pay off that 15 grand, right?
Yes. And that's on track to happen.
Great. And the car loan, if you think about it, that car loan, how much is that every month?
$470.
I mean, if you had an extra $500 a month, I bet you'd feel a lot more comfort from your current situation. I think that, this is an issue because I hesitate to give up this low interest rate. But let's talk about the alternative. The alternative is not that you're going to buy another place. The alternative is that you would sell your home and you would rent someplace in your area where your 7-year-old could go to the same school, right?
I would probably want to buy another place just because there are very few rentals in my area. The rentals would be just as much, if not more, than what I'm paying on my mortgage.
Well, then that doesn't work. I mean, if you were to downsize, what could you downsize to?
I could downsize to about a $300,000 home. I could put 20% down on it between what I would get from selling the house and from what I have in the brokerage and the I-bonds.
Right. But then we're left with a $240,000 7% mortgage, right? Mark, can you just run that for me quickly while I'm on the line with Lindsay? $240,000 at 7% 30-year fixed rate. What does that look like for a payment for principal and interest?
About $1,600.
I mean, you would obviously have lower monthly bills because you'd have a smaller home. So, your utilities would be less. But what do you think your monthly nut is with the house right now? Just mortgage plus property taxes plus, let's say, utilities.
Mortgage and property taxes and all that is $2,200, $400 a month in utilities between the electricity, water, and internet.
So, we would have 2,600 is like kind of your nut right now, right? And we would have 1,600. We have to pay taxes also. I'm just not sure it's going to be that much of a savings because even if you downsize, you're still going to be in for $2,000 a month. What do you think, Mark? Downsize, grid it out. What's your idea?
I mean, if she downsized just on, principal and interest, she would be saving about $600 a month with 7% interest rate.
Is that enough to give you enough cushion, really, right?
That would give me the cushion. It is a big hit to my net worth.
Oh, who cares about that? I don't care about that. That I don't care about. Your net worth, it's not a hit because you're going to have a smaller mortgage. Your net worth, remember, is an asset minus a liability. So it's not a hit to your net worth. What it is it's a reduction in your cash flow. I was more interested is it too much to ask you to do this right now after just going through a divorce? Or is it like fresh start? That seems awesome.
Mentally, that goes back and forth for me.
I'm not a psychologist, but I can understand how that would be the case. Well, I think it's worth exploring. Look, any amount that you could drive that, if it could be a $280,000, then it works. But if it's like $340,000, in terms of a home that you could buy and be happy in, then it's not a good enough downsize to me. And there's an expense in moving, right?
Yeah.
You're putting in the contribution that you have to put in to get your 6%. You're not making any other extra contributions. 457's on ice right now, right? The Roth you're not contributing to now, right?
I am contributing to my Roth.
Oh, stop doing that immediately.
You
How
think?
much? Yeah, how much are you putting in?
$540 a month.
No way. There's your money. No, don't do it. Right now, during this period of time where you're feeling tight, I would stop doing that. I would absolutely stop doing that. You got to give yourself a cushion. You got to get back up on your feet and see if you stop that, okay? Even just for a little bit of time, you're going to build up your cash. You're going to feel a little bit more flush, and you don't have to move.
You can resume it when the car payment goes away.
Exactly. This is like a few years. You're so young. You're only 38. Here's what I'm thinking. Stay in the house. Definitely pay down the 0% interest, which you're doing. Like, how much are you contributing to paying that down right now?
It's like $700 a month.
I mean, come on. So, okay, $700 a month is gone in 2 years, right? So all I'm asking you to do is to pull back on your Roth for the next 2 years. When the 0% is done, you can resume your Roth contribution, okay? That's fine. Then when the car loan is done, you can probably even put more money into your cash account and maybe even your contribution to your defined contribution plan. And then you're fine. This is a short-term problem. I'm so sorry. I should have asked about that contribution. I assumed when you said you weren't putting money in the 457, I assumed no Roth. Yeah, you're making it hard on yourself, Lindsay. It's a couple of years. That's it.
Okay, I guess it's just because it feels like it was such a big hit from the divorce.
Listen, divorce sucks. It sucks so much because it destroys your life, emotional life, your kids' lives, and it destroys finances for both people involved. That's why a lot of people stay married in really bad marriages, because it's really expensive and bad to get divorced. But I'm going to take your side of the divorce. I feel like you're going to get back up on your feet. This is going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You got to just take the pressure off yourself. And that Roth contribution is creating an undue amount of pressure. Can you live with it? Don't forget, balance sheet, asset minus liability, and cash flow is key here. That's how you're going to give yourself some freedom.
Trust me, I am a spreadsheet junkie. I am an accountant by trade.
Oh.
I look at numbers all day.
All right,
I
good.
get it. It's the mental. I couldn't decide if, I think it's a few $100s difference that it makes at the end of the month.
Yep.
If I downsize and if it was worth it.
Nah.
I have 2 more questions if you have time.
Sure.
So I am having a lot of issues getting hold of my mortgage company to verify that I can assume the mortgage. Any tips on getting customer service to talk to you?
Hold on a second. Can you tell us what the mortgage company is? What company the mortgage? Who holds the mortgage?
It is currently with PNC.
I mean, usually they don't like to let spouse. First of all, he's on the mortgage right now.
He is, and it was written in the divorce that I would get everything, and his name would come off the mortgage. The loan company before said that was fine, and we could do it, and I would send the paperwork on when the divorce was finalized and everything. Divorce was finalized in July. Mortgage was sold in August.
Oh, God. Okay.
And now I've been trying for a month to get PNC to talk to me.
And you've got nobody. Is there a PNC branch anywhere near you?
There is not.
Anyone out there who knows somebody at PNC, we got to help out. I had this with my friend whose wife died, and we were trying to make the survivor the successor, but because both names weren't on the mortgage. And it was interesting. It took a lot of calling. I will say that. Honestly, as long as you're still paying, they're not going to care. And don't stop paying. I'm just saying, but maybe what you can do is ask your divorce attorney to also help out, because they can sometimes send a letter from the attorney. It seems to get, more attention. And you have a customer service person's number that's just on the statement, right?
I've used their website, but I've called several times and they give me a different answer every single time I call.
God. I don't have a lot of ideas except to keep banging the phones and trying to go on the website or finding the closest PNC branch and just calling a branch and saying, like, I am having this horrible problem. Please help, please help, please help. I want to make good. I'm not welching on this. I am the, successor. I own the home. And they should not make you go through underwriting again. But they usually just don't care as long as you keep paying. But we really would like to have his name off. That's the best I can help you with. I'm so sorry.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Well, there it is. That is Woman in Transition. Talk about a great money reset. Boy, your life can reset on you, before you have a chance to reset it yourself. So good luck to you. Thank you for getting in touch with us. If you're going through a big transition, go to our website, JillOnMoney.com. Click the Contact Us button. Write us and tell us what's going on. If you want to join the program, just check that box. While you're on the website, you can obviously buy the book, The Great Money Reset. And when you have these transitions, this is exactly what the book is all about. So check that out. All right, do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.